Hello, this is Leslie Scrivener, and this is week 2 of the OKCPS Learning at Home or Online Learning Plan. We hope you received your packet last week, and we hope you found it easy to navigate. I'm going to go over it one more time quickly and then show you some hints. Again, first page is exactly the same. We have content learning no more than 30 to 45 minutes a day. Your other time, which is can be an hour or so a day or more if you choose, can be playing with the toys you already have, playing outside, reading with the family, cooking with the family, making grocery lists again this week. Just anything that you can do with the kids, they are going to learn so much. You have daily learning opportunities. This week, the theme is seasons, and that will be found on our weekly learning menu. Just like last week, you're only going to pick 1 to 2 things a day in each section to work on. So this is not something that you're supposed to do in the first day, unless they're having so much fun they want to. Okay, so right here, don't forget, where anything that is in bold orange, you can click on that and you will be able to print that part off. And that is the same as the packet. If you go pick it up, that is what you're getting. It's this and then these things printed off. So it might be a list of sight words, it might be a rhyme game and a reader. So it's exactly the same thing whether you do it online or you get the packet. Okay, I wanted to go over some fun games that we have this week in the weekly learning menu. The first one is a rhyming shopping, and I just got a bag down in my party supply thing down in the basement in my little box, and I cut up, but any bag will work, of course. I cut up some pictures. We have a cat and a goat and a plant and a top and a bat. So I just cut those up, put those in my bag, let the kids shake it up, and they have so much fun picking these out. So I picked out the bat, and I picked out a plant. So bat and plant. Do those rhyme? No, and they'll get so silly and love knowing that it doesn't rhyme, and so you put them back in. Let's say I picked out the cat and the bat. Obviously, those rhyme, so I would get to keep those, and that would be a point for me. So that's how you play that game. Another thing we have this week are sight words, and I have cut them out right here. So some fun things you can do with the sight words is you can hide them around the house and they can find them. Or a game I like to play at school with my kids is I have he, it, in, and up. So I'm just going to put 4 out, and I'm just going to I would just have the kiddos, if they were at my reading table, just keep reading them. Up, it, he, in, up, it, he, in. Maybe spell them, just do some different things to memorize it. Then what I do is I have them close their eyes. So I'm going to close your eyes, and I'm going to take one away. And let's see if you can figure out which one I took away. And they think that is a super fun game to play, and you will be amazed at how quickly they memorize those words. So if you were trying to guess if you remembered, I took away the word he. Another fun thing is to take these words and write them in the sand, write them with chalk outside, just anything you can do. Sight words really help the kids with their reading, because if they have words like this that are harder to sound out, when they come to their reading and they hit that word, they have it memorized and they don't have to use all that time on that word. They can use their time on sounding larger words out. Okay, we have a couple of books this week. This book right here, now I tried forever to try to cut it out and piece it together the way it was put on the pieces of paper, and I couldn't figure it out. So I just cut all the pieces apart, and then I just stapled it in order. So this is great to read. This will have some of the sight words in it, like this one. It's repetitive, so it says, I can see the clouds. I can see the sun. So as you can tell, these are some of the words to be working on because they are in a lot of our books. So the word the is hard for a lot of kids. And so you could even go through here with your child and say, let's find all the places it says the in the book. Okay, another thing we have in our book packet is it's another book, and this one is they can color it and you can talk through it and talk about the seasons. What would you wear in the different seasons? We even have one family in my classroom that they are tracking the temperature every day and then deciding from the temperature what they should wear, and they are doing that on the month chart that you got last week. So I thought that was a very cool idea. On this one, it goes over all the seasons, and then on the end, they get to write which one is their favorite and draw a picture of their favorite season. Don't forget also, so I'm looking at this stuff, don't forget to fill out your books and your title for each day of the books that you're reading together. Again, go online to the resources, go to your teacher, your classroom teacher, for help with resources, because we have all kinds of resources for books that you can read online, because I know probably most of us are through all of our books at home, through reading through those. Another fun thing we have this week is a poem, and it's one that you can sing. It's to the tune of This Old Man. And so some other things that I like to do with poems is take them and give your child, the best is a highlighter. I just don't have any here right now. And you might say, highlight all the letter I's that you find in yellow, or every time you see the word spring, circle it, or put a flower beside it, and just do different things. It's more than just reading and memorizing these poems, which is great. There are also things you can do within the poem. You can even say, how many words are in this line? 1, 2, 3. Some of us are still trying to decide the difference between letters and words. That's another activity you can do, but there are so many things that you can do with that. Also from last week, you had your number cards and letter cards, and I would say this week with the letter cards, you can also think of just 3-letter words and have them spell them with those letter cards. So you could say log, and then you could put a few of the letters out, just make sure L-O-G are in there, and then they would have to pull the L, the O, and the G. That's another fun thing you can do. You can even hide the letters or numbers. If you observe Easter, you could hide them in eggs. If not, you can just hide them around the house. And the kids love finding those letters and then trying to put them in order, kind of like a puzzle on the ground, or the same with the numbers. With the numbers, you can also take them and put them out on a table. And then if you have some goldfish or pretzels or M&Ms or anything like that, have them put that many. If it's the number 3, then they put 3 M&Ms beside it. Just anything you can do to make learning fun. Well, that is it for today. Again, feel free to talk to your teacher, and I hope this helped you today, and have a wonderful week. See you soon.